By the time Fred was finished greeting his old friends at the bar, Cheeko was finished pouring the drinks and had all 5 lined up.
Here you go, Cheeko,
Cheeko said nonchalantly. Chuck then opened his wallet and reached inside. How much do I owe you? Chuck asked as he paused for a response. Cheeko looked up at Chuck, then briefly at Fred, who was now staring at Cheeko with a stoned expression, then back to Chuck with a silly grin crawling across his face.
Friends of Fred don't have to pay shit here. He owns the house,
Cheeko said with a burp before correcting himself.
I mean, it's on the house.
Actually, Cheeko's first statement was not far from the truth, for Mitch later learned that Fred was paying Cheeko an enormous amount of rent for allowing him to use the back room in the bar to run his drug business.
That's right, man,
Fred said, now leaning on the bar with his left elbow.
You see, I always got the right connections, man.
As all chances of being thrown out of the bar seemed to disappear, Mitch felt safe enough to assert himself.
Hey, Cheeko, why do you keep calling Chuck Cheeko?
Cheeko looked at Chuck briefly, then back to Mitch, before speaking bluntly.
'Cause he looks like me, so I have to call him Cheeko.
Of course, this made everyone laugh, for Chuck looked nothing like Cheeko at all, with the only exception being that they both had mustache. The laughter made Cheeko feel it was necessary to look at Chuck a little more closely.
Wait a minute. I don't have no earring,
Cheeko continued, now noticing that Chuck had an earring that looked like a sword hanging from his left ear that dangled and swayed as he chuckled at Cheeko.
What the hell does that mean, anyway? Why do you have an earring in your left ear? Does that mean you smoke dope?
After more laughter ensued, Fred decided he should answer.
No, man. Left means you're cool, right means you're gay. I told you this before, man.
Cheeko looked back at Fred with a look of genuine confusion before speaking.
Then what does it mean when you have them in both ears?
Then you're a chick,
Cassie proclaimed abruptly with a giggle. Or you go both ways, Kevin added haphazardly. The laughter continued as the cups of Jungle Jump were dispersed, bringing even more questions to Cheeko's inebriated mind. As he passed the cup to Net, Cheeko continued in a jocular manner.
I may need to say some ID there, young lady.
My ID?
Net asked, with an insulted look on her face.
I'm almost 20!
Noticing that Cheeko said nothing to Cassie as he passed her a cup, Net continued.
What about her?
Net asked, motioning towards Cassie. Cassie quickly took the drink to her lips and drank it as fast as she could, realizing she might now be asked to give it back. However, Cassie's actions made Cheeko feel confident in his assumption.
That's your older sister, right?
Cheeko asked nonchalantly. Net's eyes widened as she let out a shout in an insulted tone.
No!
Cassie grinned deviously as she patted Net on the shoulder.
Now don't get upset, little sister.
As more laughter ensued, the humorous mood was quickly heightened as the song Keep Your Hands to Yourself by the Georgia Satellites began to play immediately after Wild Wild Life.
Okay, man, you'll turn that fucking shit off right now,
Fred shouted, as memories of the last time he heard the song began to surface in his head.
I hate that fucking song, man.
Cheeko had no hesitation in his movements to the radio as he hit the power button. Although the lack of music made the bar seem quieter, the laughter coming from Mitch, Cassie, and Kevin was more than enough to fill the silence.
That song isn't that bad, Fred. I think it's better than a lot of other shit I hear on the radio nowadays,
Cheeko added, as he stumbled back to the bar next to Fred.